right, look at this. Did I not tell you? Amazing, am I right? I mean, I know you want to jump through the video right now and take a bite. It's so unbelievable. What is up, everyone? Great to see you back here again. Ready for another unbelievable recipe lesson? Here we go. Today, we're going to do a really special eggplant parmesan, okay? Now, what makes this so different than other ones is that we're actually gonna grill the eggplant. And I'm gonna show you exactly how we do all this. And this actually comes from a little town in Italy, in Bologna, Italy, up northern Italy, where I actually was studying under a master chef, and he actually taught me this trick. And believe me, it is insane. You are going to love it. Are you ready? Let's get it. Class is now in session. The first thing we are going to do is you need to get an eggplant, as you can see here. And just a basic eggplant. And what we want to do here with eggplant is that it's nothing really crazy, but we want to slice these down. Now, remember my fingers, okay? We're gonna block the knife from cutting our fingers off, okay? I have a whole video on knife skills if you wanna look at it. So we basically just I wanna do 4 of these, okay? So I'm just cooking for myself or maybe one other person is usually what I cook for. So we'll do 4. And what you wanna do is once you do this, you wanna get some salt immediately on to your eggplant, and just one side is good. Now, the chemical in salt, sodium, what this does is that it is going to automatically, and this is with any vegetable, okay? It automatically goes in and starts to penetrate, and it releases the water, all right? Now, let me talk to you here for a second about this. Eggplant is really interesting because inside these seeds, it can be a little bit of bitterness, right? And we don't want it to disrupt our flavor profile. So I don't want you to have to go through all of this beautiful recipe and you get out and you're like, it tastes good, but there's something a little bitter in there. That's because you didn't reduce out that bitterness from, now not all eggplants are like that, but just to be sure, a little salt, let them sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. Then you want to pat them dry, and then you can begin the recipe. And this is what we're going to do. Once we have them patted dry, what we'll do is we will take some just basic, regular Italian dressing, okay, after they're patted dry, and we'll just marinate these and let them soak, okay? I let my eggplant soak for usually about 2, maybe 3 hours, but even to be overnight, even better, okay? Because you really want to get all of this flavor inside of the eggplant. That's key number 1. And once we do that, then we will start the grilling process. I will show you how we assemble all of this beautiful Parmesan. We've also want to tell you that I preheat your oven, extremely important. I've preheated my oven to 400 degrees, okay? Because we're gonna bake these off the last minute, and then we'll show you what we have. Stay right there. All right, so it's been about 2 hours. You can see I've got my eggplant. I patted it dry and I've let these marinate for almost 2 hours now. And you can just see they're nice and moist and they just look so good and they smell amazing. So this is the really critical first step. The other thing that we're doing differently that most people don't know how to do or don't do that makes this recipe just out of this world is that we're gonna grill each one of these. So I've got this little grill pan. This is my fave. I talk about this all the time. I'll actually, people have asked me, where do I get these? I think I'll leave a link in the description box if you would like to pick one up. They're not that expensive, and I mean, they're awesome. I use this all the time. So we'll get the burner going, get it on high, a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, as we always use. Put that in here like so. We don't have to put too much extra virgin olive oil in there because we have the moisture from our Italian dressing. And we don't want to boil these. We want to actually grill them. So if you have too much oil, then it's going to be almost like poaching, and we don't want that. So we want to get this also pretty hot before we start adding our eggplant, and that's the key. Now, boiling, poaching, baking, grilling, all of these different types of cooking styles, it can get confusing, and it's one of the reasons a lot of people actually just think they can't cook. But the reality is that you just don't understand the fundamentals, the basics. Okay, and if you want to learn more about that, I have an amazing ebook. It's a whole blueprint. It talks all about the different styles of cooking that can help you tremendously. The ebook link is in the description box below. Pick yourself up one. You will not be disappointed. Okay, eggplant in the grill. I think I might be able to put 2 in there. Nothing wrong with a little flame, don't worry. Turn the heat down just a little bit. Look at that. Look at that. If you could smell this, unbelievable. So we're going to let these go for about another 2 minutes. I'm going to do the other 2. I'm going to place them on our sheet pan, and we're going to start to assemble our whole eggplant parmesan mixture. Throw it in the oven. I'll see you back in a second. Okay, so we've got them all grilled up here, as you can see. Looking beautiful, and man, they smell unbelievable. So let's talk about the other ingredients we're going to be using today to assemble this. I have got some just regular crushed tomato, okay? I don't like plain tomato sauce because I want a little chunkiness in there. It really adds that bite that I'm looking for, kind of a real Mediterranean, Italian feel. It kind of separates it again from a regular recipe. So don't get you can use regular tomato sauce, but I like a little chunk in there, okay? I also have some fresh mozzarella. You can get this at your local grocery store. Okay, buffalo mozzarella. Perfect, I love this. And then of course, we use some shredded mozzarella as well. Okay, really, really nice. So let's just start to assemble here. We'll take a little bit of our tomato. Just like so. And we do it. Again, this is just for 1 or 2 people. Just get it on one like that. And then you take your mozzarella, about 3 pieces, looks good. Okay. Now we'll take the other piece at the top, put it on like that. Okay. So delicious. Now we're going to take a little bit more sauce. Very similar to like building a lasagna, but faster. And if you wanted to, by the way, you could add a lot of things to this. So let me just give you an example. Why I have you, and what we're doing here, this is the beautiful thing about cooking, to me anyway, and it should be to you as well. It's all about, as you're cooking, as you're learning the fundamentals, as you're learning the basics, what you start to realize is, wow, I could add a little bit of this, and that'll be delicious. So for instance, we could take this tomato sauce and we could add some chicken to it. We could add some ground beef to it. We could add some ground pork to it, some ground turkey to it. Mix that all in and then put that on top of the eggplant and have more of a hearty eggplant parmesan. So the point I'm trying to make here is that the limits of cooking are endless as long as you understand and learn the basic fundamentals. And that's what the ebook and the blueprint's all about. It's really getting you to realize that the systems, and I talk about systems so much, SYSTEM acronym, saving yourself time, energy, and money. Okay, energy and money is what I like to really focus on in that sentence, is because time is money, right? And so, but if you really want to take a recipe that you enjoy, but you want to do something, you want to kick it up a notch, as they say, you have the ability and confidence now to do that because you understand the foundations of cooking, okay? So there we go. So we've got this top off here. Now I'm gonna take some shredded and place it on top. And I like to do a little mound, just like so. And then in to our 400-degree oven for about 12 minutes, okay? And depending on your oven, I don't know how your oven's calibrated, so just keep an eye on it. You may want to turn it about 5 or 6 minutes afterwards, but just keep an eye on it because this is gonna melt pretty good. And we'll be right back and I will show you how it comes out. You will not believe it. All right, look at this. Did I not tell you? Amazing, am I right? I mean, I know you wanna jump through the video right now and take a bite. It's so unbelievable. So let me put these down. One quick housekeeping note. As I mentioned before, every oven is different. I may have to calibrate my own oven. So it was 400 degrees, but I said about 12 minutes, 6 to 12 minutes. No, this was in for about 15 minutes, okay? So I wanna tell you that because I don't want you to fail or get freaked out. So check your oven. So about 15 minutes is where I got this result here, all right? So now, what you do is you just take that to the plate, like so. And always maybe garnish it with a little fresh parsley, or you could have some fresh basil, would be really nice. And you take that to your table, and are you kidding me? Just absolutely gorgeous. And again, for the beginner, like yourself, you're trying to gain the skills, you're trying to learn the techniques, you're trying to understand the systems and the tips. It's all there for you. And you can create amazing food, just as if you were in a restaurant. So once again, we have grilled eggplant parmesan. This is so delicious. I cannot even explain to you. Just look at that. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, that is all I have for you today. I cannot wait to see you on the next video. Again, eggplant parmesan. We grill the eggplant, and then we took that. Well, first of all, we took the eggplant and we marinated it first, right? First things first. I'll back up even more. We salted the eggplant first to get it to drain out its water. Vegetables are 90% water. Eggplant is no different. Well, because some of the eggplant has the seeds create some bitter tasting, so we're going to get rid of that. So we got that out. We patted it dry. Then we marinated it for 2 hours in Italian dressing, just basic Italian dressing. Okay. Then we grilled all 4 pieces, and then we layered it like lasagna. Some chunky tomato sauce, then some fresh mozzarella. Then we put the top on it, and then some more chunky tomato sauce. Then we finished it with some shredded mozzarella in the oven, and that's actually mozzarella. I'm sorry, the shredded is a combination of mozzarella and Parmesan. Okay, very, very important. It is eggplant Parmesan. So it's mozzarella and Parmesan mixture. Okay, put that on top, baked that, 400 degrees, preheated oven for 15 minutes, and look at the end result. And once again, you are in for an amazing treat. Can't wait to see you on the next one. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them in the comment section below. I try to get back to everybody. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, remember, eat well and stay healthy.